Welcome to Dreams of Wings, and a video under slightly unusual circumstances because of course we are under lockdown because of coronavirus. I'm not going to go into that. You know what that's all about. You're going through the same thing. Work's been quite busy recently as a result of it, and also people being here at the house who need to use the internet, so I've not been able to do a great deal in the way of uploading anything, but here we are today, and I'm getting a video on the channel. Hope you're well. Hope everything is good with you. If you work in healthcare, thank you so much. Let's hope that what you're going through and what you're doing is remembered for a long time. Also, any frontline workers, thank you for being out there and keeping our world going during this strange time. Something you can do actually, if you've got some spare PC power, is head over to simmerswithoutborders.org. I'll put a link just below. It's a way of using your PC when you're not using it to help fold proteins. I'm not going to pretend to know what the science is all about, except that it's using your computer power to help find a vaccine, cure, research this virus that's affecting so many of us and all across the globe. It's a great way of feeling that you are actually doing something on top of all the other things that you're having to do, even just staying at home. The other thing to take a look at is if you are feeling a little bit bored, alone, whatever, and you happen to have anything A2A, please do head over to the A2A simulations.com multiplayer forum and also check out their Discord. There's usually something going on. There's a whole bunch of other pilots there who are looking to fly with other pilots, and it's a great way of having some social interaction when you can't go outside and when you're stuck indoors. That's kind of obvious. When you can't go inside, you are stuck indoors, right? What was the other thing I wanted to quickly say? Oh yeah, so we're flying the P-40 today, the A2A Simulations P-40. A2A during this period are still giving this aircraft away. It's the full version, it's not a demo, it's the full P-40 Accu-sim Warhawk and also the Tomahawk. Check it out, it's well worth it. If you've never flown A2A, it's a good way of understanding what A2A is all about and why those of us that do fly it absolutely adore it. So it's well worth having a look at. And we're going to be flying it in Norway. I recently got the Orbx Norway scenery and it's just absolutely beautiful. Exactly the kind of terrain I like flying in. And I thought it would be a good chance to have a flight in the P-40 over there. So welcome to Narvik in Norway, and this is the rather special P-40 Warhawk from A2A Simulations, the Accu-sim Warhawk, which, as I said just before, is free. This is free right now. Take a look, it's really worth it. Beautiful aircraft, very rugged. I've got very little time on it. I actually got it, probably bought this about a year and a half or so ago. Maybe 2 years even. Not flown it a great deal, and now is the time to really get to grips with it, learn how it works. So this isn't any kind of in-depth flight, or certainly not a tutorial flight. I really just wanted to take a trip in Norway here, and thought I'd get some more stick time with the P-40. I'm not going to be doing a full startup because I need to keep this video short, which I'll explain shortly. But at least you will see it start up, and it'll give you an idea of just how fantastic this aircraft is and what a great job A2A have done on it. Absolutely stunning aircraft. I always find it's a good thing actually if I'm trying to get to grips with an aircraft is to obviously study it, which always helps, and at least you have a fighting chance of knowing what you're doing. But also the great thing about being in a sim is that you can just take them up and just get used to flying them. That's really a lot of it is, yes, you can study it, but it's great to get in there and get some stick time. And so a flight like this is perfect for that. So a quick look around the cockpit here. It's a lot more manual than the Mustang. If you're used to the Mustang, you've got a lot more that you need to keep an eye on in terms of radiators. We've also got this unusual feature of I don't know if you can see the mouse cursor there, but here we have a hydraulic pump. So when we're raising or lowering the gear and also the flaps, we actually have to actuate this button here, which is not a fire button, to actually actuate those controls. So it's remembering to do that. So yeah, a little bit more to understand and remember than in something like the P-51, and probably almost definitely more complicated than the Spit, but absolutely bags of character. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead now, get it going, and we'll come back when she started up. Okay, I did say I was going to show you the startup, so that's what we're going to do now. We've done some of the checks. We're now going to put magnetos to both. We are going to wobble the pump for 4 pounds of pressure, and that's over here. There we go, that's given our 4. Prime the engine. Going to give it 3 strokes, that always seems to do the trick. So let's leave that open just for the time being, just in case we need it. Okay, everything looking good. Let's go. I love this bit. So we're holding down the starter to energize. Waiting for that to come up to an even tone. There we go. And we have start. Okay, so we are now above our minimum temperatures for the oil and coolant, so we can get moving. Sporty on the taxi today. Here it was very murky. Let's do some S10 to see where we're going. And yeah, today slightly sunnier. Just looks beautiful. I love this kind of scenery. Okay, swing around. It's amazing how when you're not used to an aircraft, it's the little things, even taxiing, how different it feels to another aircraft. This feels very nimble, very light. Right, let's just have a quick look around. Everything's okay, nothing's going to fall off. Let's go. nose, we want to be 27 inches, so we can bring that back a little bit. RPM, let's get that out of the way. Let's go and have a look at Narvik. Narvik is an additional scenery pack for the Orbx Norway. It just looks stunning. Nice aircraft to fly the P-40. It's feels very rugged, not as fast as the P-51, but solid. The only thing I find is landing is a bit twitchy, which we'll probably see shortly. Just bring it round here and then we can take a look. Stop messing about, let's get on course. Look at that. Oh, it's gorgeous. It's funny how when you are in lockdown like this, even something like this, you know, flying a plane on a computer screen, but you look at scenery like that and it just takes your mind somewhere else. It's one of the beautiful things about flight sims. No matter what level you're at, no matter what you are using it for, you can practice your procedures, or you can just go sightseeing. See, I bought this about a week ago, and then a few days ago Lockheed Martin announced that they were launching P3D version 5 next week, so I am hoping that these Orbx sceneries are compatible. Otherwise I'm going to be certainly in version 4 for a little while longer, I think, until I can pluck up the courage to start investing again. Close the radiator now. We had that full open. Got a little bit warm on the ground there because I was messing about with weather settings. I was trying to get better lighting more than anything, just so we could appreciate the scenery a bit more. scenery just stunning. Absolutely gorgeous. Two of my great loves in the sim is flying warbirds and flying in fantastic scenery like this. Funniest thing, what actually inspired me to get this scenery up, well, I've been thinking about getting it for a long time, but just wasn't sure. But last weekend there's a new drama that's on television, certainly over here in the UK. It's a Norwegian drama called Twin, and it's filmed in this area, and I just absolutely fell in love with the scenery, so I wanted to fly in it, and Orbx done a pretty good job. So here we are, quite far north here. We're heading for Andøya Airport. Once again, as I always do when I fly around the world, apologise to anybody if I just murdered their language. So here's Andøya. Much in the way of wind here today. We've got some nice weather. This is the bit you've all been waiting for. See So this is a sort of stock airport to Orbx Norway. So this isn't an additional purchase, this is just how this airport looks in the Orbx Norway region, and it's pretty good, I've got to say. I flew here the other day in the harbour and it looked okay to me. Oh, birds. Bird strike. Some military aircraft there. The locals just driving off thinking, what is that idiot doing? Another pass, then we'll brake for a landing. This is definitely not proper ATC procedures. Just having a bit of fun. Configure for landing now. Forward. Need off some speed. Open our radiator a little bit. Probably a bit of a habit from the spit, but used to try not to boil that, so here we go. Select gear down. Remember it's two-stage. Bit of flap. This is a rather low approach. And this is a rather ridiculously low approach. Awful. Yeah, pretty poor landing there, I have to say. But that's one of the great things about these A2A aircraft, probably any study level aircraft, is that if they were easy to fly, if you could just jump from one to the other and fly them, then that would make it pretty boring. But the great thing about these is you have to learn them. I'd like to think I can land a spit pretty well, but that doesn't mean I can jump into a P-40 and fly it in the same way when I've only got a few hours on it, so that's part of the joy. Concentrate on pulling off there. So, yeah. If you haven't got this, go get it. It's free. Learn how to do a landing better than I can. And I will see you in the virtual skies.